Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're taking a look at an ISO that was recommended to me by one of you guys in the comments of my last video. This is Project 01 Public Beta. The goal of Project 01 is to make Windows 10 look like Windows XP SP2 and have all of the Windows XP features ported into Windows 10. It is currently based on Windows 10 IoT LTSC 2021, while Microsoft, that is definitely a mouthful of words, based on the December 2025 updates. So as I'm recording this, it's the end of February, so pretty up-to-date build of Windows 10 IoT LTSC. We've taken a look at things like this in the past. I can't remember their names right now, but this is the latest mod that makes Windows 10 look like Windows XP. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go ahead and power up this VM. The ISO was quite large compared to Windows XP. Obviously, it is Windows 10, so it was a 5.5 gig ISO. Again, this ISO isn't meant to be a tiny Windows distribution like we usually take a look at, but again, just showing that, it is a relatively big ISO. And right out of the gate, this is kind of incredible. I've never seen a ISO do something like this, where the kind of initial out-of-box setup looks like this. What we want to do is we want to install Windows XP, and we can see that we do have the Luna login screen here. This doesn't really look like what Windows XP's setup did, but it's kind of like a modern take on it, and I actually like it a lot. More of a modern approach adapted to Windows XP. I actually like it a lot. I didn't think I would, but this is pretty cool. So it was as simple as that. We're now installing Windows. We'll be back once we're either in the desktop or the out-of-box experience. Alright, and here we are in the setup. So we can see that it doesn't look like exactly Windows XP, but it is that kind of modern adaptation. So we'll go ahead and name our user Windows. Next, we'll skip the password. We don't need that. We also don't need latest updates. That time zone works for me. We're a public network. If anything, this is more like Windows 7's setup with the Windows XP logo, and it just automatically logged us in. I didn't click anything, and here we are. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and get VMware Tools installed so you guys get a little bit better viewing experience and don't have to see these black bars on the side. But once this is installed, we'll be back and take a look at the OS itself. Alright, and here we are on the desktop of this unique operating system. And at a glance, you wouldn't be able to tell that this is Windows 10. I mean, look at this beautiful Bliss wallpaper, identical to the one that we saw in Windows XP. Recycle bin icon, again, identical. Start menu, identical. Our system tray, identical. Let's take a deeper dive and see if we can find anything interesting that doesn't align with Windows XP. So of course up here we have our recycle bin. We'll take a deeper look into Windows Explorer later in this episode. Down here on the right hand side of the taskbar we have our system time, which is accurate and does open up the date and time properties. We have Windows Messenger. I am curious to know if this is the legitimate Windows Messenger, or I know that there's a version that it hooks up to modern servers somehow that people are hosting and you're able to access that way. I'm not sure what version it's running. We then have Windows security alerts, but we did get a .NET framework error, so that does appear to be non-functioning at this time. Again, remember this is a public beta. We have safely remove hardware, followed by the system volume, which does make the Windows XP sounds. We have a PE network manager. I don't believe this came with Windows XP. If it did, I don't recall it coming with Windows XP, but I digress. And then we have VMware Tools, which I installed on the machine. Moving over to the left side of the taskbar, we just have our simple start menu. And in our start menu, we can see that, wow, this, again, I don't see anything different from Windows XP. Even the default pinned apps here on the left side, or recent apps, I should say, they're the same as they were in Windows XP. So on the right side here, we have my documents, my recent documents, my pictures, my music, my computer, control panel, access, defaults, printers and faxes, support, search, and run. Then over on the left side of the start menu, we have Internet Explorer, email, MSN, Windows Media Player, Windows Messenger, Tor, Windows XP, and then the Files, Settings, Transfer Wizard. Let's go into Internet Explorer, and let's see, yep, it does look like we are actually running Firefox. At least that's what it appears like here. I've explained this in the past, but most of these mods release, or they come with Firefox so that you can access modern web pages, but Firefox is themed to look like whatever version of Internet Explorer they want. So in this instance, IE6. Although I'm not actually fully convinced that this is Firefox. This may actually be Internet Explorer. So if we go to google.com, nope, this is not Firefox. This is legitimately Internet Explorer because Google doesn't even support it, which I didn't know that Google would lock you out of their site if you weren't running a modern browser. Going into all programs, we can see that we have all of our accessories. Nothing looks out of place here. Under System Tools, though, I am noticing that there is Project 01 Utilities, and there's switches in here. We'll take a look at that once we finish going through this list. But yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary here. Again, here's all of our Windows XP games. Startup, Internet Explorer, again, traditional things. Let's go back into the Project 01 Utilities and take a look. And these are actually customizable aspects of the operating system, it seems like. So let me get all of them open. Oh, I guess clicking on that one just switches you to classic theme without any confirmation. I guess let's find out. Yep, that brings us into, well, there's our first sign of Windows 10 right there. But now we're running, yep, Windows XP Classic. So if we come back into here, let's see if we can switch back into Luna. Yep, so we'll click on Luna Theme Switcher, and then it will probably go through that whole process here, log us out, switch back to Luna, and then we can go take a look at that first switcher that we got rudely kicked out of. So under classic color themes, we can actually pick between all of these different color schemes, and there's some color schemes in here I haven't seen in quite a long time that are bringing back a lot of nostalgia for me right now, just seeing some of these. Like, this is really cool, the fact that they were able to include all of these. I mean, this is great. We also have a lot of customization here. I won't go through all of it because, quite honestly, I don't know what they all do, but really cool that they included that in the operating system. If we come into this WinVer, we can see that it does pose as Windows XP 5.1, so that was customized there. Let's go into Task Manager and take a look here at our CPU and RAM utilization. So CPU utilization, we're idling between 0 and 10%. I mean, bouncing like Windows 10 utilization does. Memory, we're using 1.35 gigs at idle. I did give this VM 8 gigs, so a lot more than Windows XP would have used, but again, remember, this is Windows 10 on the back end, so we can't cut it all the slack in the world. And here we are in Windows Explorer, which, as we can see, does look identical to Windows XP. There does not appear to be any references of Windows 10 here. I mean, this is crazy. Going into our C drive, let's take a look at properties. This install is using 14.7 gigs. It is a 59.3 gig disk, so we're using so we have 44.6 gigabytes free. And with that being said, this is a brief overview of Project 01. Definitely let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. And if you have any other ISOs you want me to take a look at, please leave them in the comments below, as I love doing viewer recommended videos like this one. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.